You can make money with Python today without knowing how to code it. My name's Aniket. I've been coding with Python for 10 years as a PhD student at Northwestern, as a machine learning engineer at Zell, and now as the director of AI and ML at a fintech PaySlice. In this video, I'm going to explain how I would learn Python from scratch today if I was starting out, and how you can use tools like Claude Code and Codex to both learn Python way faster and make money while you're doing it. Before we talk about how to learn Python, let me just briefly explain what Python is. Python is a general purpose programming language created in the early 2000s by Guido van Rossum, a genius computer scientist. Python became popular because of its gigantic ecosystem, not because it's perfect or the fastest, but rather because you can do almost anything with it and quite quickly. For example, Python has very mature libraries for graphing, data manipulation, financial workflows, and data scraping. If you want to see a lot of these libraries in action and what they can do in the hands of an experienced programmer, I have 2 tutorials on my website, which I'll link in the description below, where I work through some practical Python exercises, exactly the type that I use to make my business or my clients' business money every single day. Another reason why Python became popular is that it's easy to write and easy to read, relatively speaking. However, it's not just a beginner language. It's been used as the back-end infrastructure at serious companies like Twitter and Meta for years. Now, let's talk about how people used to learn Python and why that approach is problematic today. Historically, when you were learning Python, you had to learn lots of little language details quite early on. For example, Python uses spaces rather than tabs, and indentation is quite important with Python. You have to indent with exactly 4 spaces. Just like every programming language, you have to know when to use parentheses versus brackets versus those curly brackets. You have to know how to format your doc strings. You have to know how class inheritance works in Python, as well as function composition, whether Python lists are 0 indexed or 1 indexed, when should you use sets versus lists. All of this was very useful knowledge when you had to write everything yourself. But today, if your goal is to build useful applications and make money with Python, that's not where I would start. Even if Python would be your first programming language, you do not need to learn by hand anymore. Agentic coding tools like Claude Code and Codex can handle all these details for you. You never really need to know these tiny syntactical details. I write lots of TypeScript and I'm starting to write Rust, but I've never written a single line of either of these languages by hand. What you do still need is the ability, at least for now, to read code and understand it at a broad architectural level, and understand it well at that level. Some people will be very obstinate about this and tell you that you do need to go through this old path of hard knocks and manually write Python and scream at the interpreter and then realize that you had 3 spaces somewhere rather than 4. I think this view is from another century. Even in older eras, there were always levels of abstraction, and the people who are screaming at you about the ongoing importance of learning programming fundamentals were never writing assembly by code, don't have an understanding of how computers work at an atomic level. So there's always new levels of abstraction that created, and now tools like Claude Code and Codex have created yet even newer levels of abstraction. All right, so I don't want you just going through Python exercises and learning these syntactical basics to start, but what should you do instead? Here's my rule. Build something in Python that is monetarily valuable from day one. I don't want you to spend your first week in Python trying to learn it in the abstract. I want you to find value with Python immediately. Now, how are you going to be able to do this if you don't know Python? You don't know Python. You may not be able to read Python, but Claude Code and Codex know Python really well. So your task is to find in your domain some small, monetarily valuable task to which Python could be applied, and ask Claude Code and Codex to apply it. Now, there's 2 paths you could follow in trying to apply this advice I'm giving you. One is to make money for somebody else. And so this is if you're an AI or automation freelancer or want to get into the space of starting such an agency, then I'm going to have a different set of instructions. So for the AI freelancer, what I recommend is that you go on Upwork and find a simple data scraping job. Not a very difficult one, but a simple one. I have another video where I discuss the 9 best ways to scrape any website with Claude Code. And under the hood, what Claude Code is doing is writing Python code. And now on Upwork, there are tons of data scraping jobs in Python or any language that are getting posted every day. And so these are really low-hanging fruit for now for the Claude Code skilled freelancer to just pick off some of these easy jobs, return the scraped data or script that somebody's asking for. And if it does the work, even if you don't know deeply how it works under the hood, you will make money and you'll do something monetarily valuable from week 1. So what kinds of jobs count as simple? Some things to look out for is if they're asking you to scrape a large number of pages, but just from a single site, that's going to tend to be relatively simple. Also, if you're able to extract data from these sites by using the structure of the site, like it's always in the heading or it's always in a particular paragraph, then Claude Code will be able to infer that structure. Alternatively, if what needs to be done is to query an endpoint, like let's say it's a dynamic site, like some sort of travel site, and then under the hood, there's some API endpoint that's being called, you as a beginner can just ask Claude Code, hey, write me a Python script which finds the endpoint, which returns all this hotel booking data. And you, without knowing any Python, will be able to use Python to do things that make money right now. Another optional, easy type of job may be one which uses Apify, the data scraping platform where other people have made scrapers for all sorts of websites. So if you see a job that's asking you to scrape Google Maps, you can go to Apify, just grab the Google Maps scraper, use it under the free trial, and there may be some arbitrage to make money, which perhaps pays for your Apify subscription because you're making more with the Upwork job. So that's my suggestion for somebody who wants to be an AI consultant, to use Python to make money from week 1. Now, what if you're a business owner? For the business owners, I have a different suggestion, which is to create a skill which uses a Python script under the hood. Now, if you're like any of the business owners I'm talking to every day, there's hundreds in my school group of the 1,300 people in there. You have a keen idea of tons of processes in your business that you'd like to get automated, and these will either drive down operational costs or bring in leads and bring in new revenue. And what I would recommend to you in week 1 is to ask Claude Code to help you create a skill for one or some of these things that you want automated. Now, in plain language, what a skill is just a markdown file, which Claude Code or Codex have access to, and it describes to the agentic coding tool how to do some type of specific task in a regular way so that you don't have to give the same instructions over and over again. More naive users of large language models may be familiar with creating your own GPT, which in the ChatGPT interface, you can sort of have a default set of instructions for particular tasks. Claude Code and Codex's version of this is skills, which is a standard, which is much better because these tools have access to your file systems, to external data, and can write code on the fly and run it. Now, what kind of skills that use Python should you as a business owner try to make as your first project? Here are a few recommendations. One good skill to make is a proposal automation skill. So in my own business, when I have a new AI consulting client come in, it's pretty annoying to have to create a new proposal from scratch. And so I've automated it using 2 tools, Python, the programming language, and Pandoc, a tool which converts markdown files or LaTeX files into PDFs. And so now when I have a new client come in, whether it's for voice AI or for building them a full-blown CRM, which are the two typical things I do with my consulting clients, I'm able to automate that process and not have to fill in lots of details manually. And then I can get out a proposal pretty quickly. Another great skill that I recommend to you as a business owner is a Fathom transcript retrieval skill. So many of you are recording all your calls with an AI. And if you're not, I recommend you do this. But one question is, how do you recover the knowledge that's embedded in these calls? Well, what you want to do is ideally have some system which is downloading those transcripts on a regular basis, tagging them for like, who was this call with, and then storing them somewhere on your computer so that you can always search them. This is the kind of thing that Claude Code or Codex can help you build out with a Python-based skill pretty easily. And so that's another skill that I would recommend to you to build as a business owner. And a third skill that I'd recommend is cold outreach personalization from a lead list. So let's say you give Claude Code a list of leads, and now you want it to find additional information from that person's LinkedIn, their Twitter, their website, whatever, that you can then use along with some instructions on how to create a cold email for whatever it is you're doing outreach to get new leads. Claude Code is a great tool for this. And what it's likely going to do is build out some Python scripts under the hood to facilitate grabbing this information from the different websites. All right, so I've given you a clear idea of what you should be doing in each of these cases, business owner versus AI consultant. But you're going to hit roadblocks. And so how should you, as someone new to Python, go about actually learning Python in 2026? Here's my recommendation. First, I only want you to backfill knowledge as it becomes important. So if Claude Code or Codex are talking about creating a class or importing some library that you don't understand and there's some concept that you're confused with, what you should just do is ask Claude Code, hey, I don't understand what this is. Can you explain this to me in terms that I do understand? And Claude Code is both the best doing tool that's ever existed, and it's the best learning tool that's ever existed. So you can use either of these, Claude Code or Codex, to help you clarify the things that you don't understand. The second thing you can do is you can read some books. So programming books are still a great source of knowledge. The one that I recommend all the time is Automate the Boring Stuff with Python because it's very practical, but still gives you the base level of conceptual knowledge that you need. And so when you get to some details like how do you store data, maybe the agentic coding tool will start storing the data in a SQL database and you don't understand what SQL is, then reading a good explanation from a book like that can be very helpful. But a third technique you can do is to use a skill that I've created to facilitate Python learning. It's called a Python Learning Skills, and it's available for free in my GitHub Skills repository, which I've got linked in the description below. Let me show you really fast how this skill I've created works. So it's right here, installed Python Learning Coach, and I'm going to ask it, what do you know about my knowledge of Python? And what this skill has is a memory system to check my recent abilities, my recent questions that I've asked the skill so that it knows to give explanations at a level that I'm going to be able to understand it. So it says I can identify that classes and functions are distinct Python building blocks. There are some gaps that I have, core fundamentals still need practice, outstanding goal from last time. So if while you're learning Python, you just invoke this skill and then ask it a question, let's say, all right, yeah, you're right about that, but can you like help me understand when I would use a class and when I would use a function? That still doesn't make sense to me. And now it's going to answer my question. That question that I've asked is going to get stored in my daily memory. And every single time I use Python Learning Coach, it's going to check the last few days of memory and use that to understand what like a good level is for me to be understanding things. So you can see it said recorded interaction and updated profile. And then we can scroll here and you can see that the level at which it's understanding or explaining things is a level at which I can understand it. So what's not important anymore is being able to write classes or functions by hand, but it is still important to understand conceptually what these are, why the tool is using one or the other, and also to get a better understanding of the architecture of applications over time. So how do web servers work? Why would you use one type of cloudless deployment versus another? Or when would you want to have your own server, like a dedicated server? What are different back-end languages that you might want to use? What is the pros and cons of certain kinds of databases versus others? Now, obviously, that's a lot higher level of thinking than the type of stuff that I'm trying to put you towards right now. You can start building things that make you money, whether by Upwork or in your own business today, without needing to worry about that higher level of architecture. But the domain of what is useful knowledge in the software space kind of keeps shrinking in some sense and expanding in another. Shrinking in that these tools are taking up and abstracting away more from us, so there's less to do, but then also increasing in the sense that where you should be applying your energy is to understanding things at much higher levels, at the product level as well, than you did before. So if you're trying to figure out how to learn programming or Python specifically, I hope this video was helpful for you. Definitely check out the skill in the description below that I just showed you, which will be very helpful to you as a Python learner. And if you've got any questions, join my school server, the AI MBA. Additionally, if you want to work one-on-one with me and build a $10,000 a month AI business with Claude Code, check out the link in the description below where we can get on a call and discuss how I can help you either as a business owner yourself in your own business or as a consultant helping others' businesses make a lot more money and how we can work together. That's all for today. See you guys later.